Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right. It's time for Coach Lindy's podcast. The podcast to get you moving. Hi, I'm Lindy Hutchinson, a certified life mastery consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. As a life coach, I help others transform their life as I have mine. It's not easy, but it is possible, and it most certainly is worth it. Each week, I'll share insights that inform, inspire, and ignite in you your desire to create a life that you love. So let's find out what's going on this week. Greetings. Welcome to the podcast. It's Coach Lindy. I always look forward to being with you. I'm going to use two words and see what you think. Pink Cadillac. Well, actually, my mind automatically goes to a song by Bruce Springsteen and Aretha Franklin. I won't sing it for you. We'll do better if I don't. So pink Cadillacs, but there is a lady who helped create an empire by using pink Cadillacs. And you may know very well who I'm talking about, and that is Mary Kay Ash. Mary Kay Ash, or Mary Kay Cosmetics, if you are not familiar, is a legend in the annals of female entrepreneurship. She started a company when women didn't do that. You and I are spoiled because today, in a good way, today women owning and operating huge corporations is becoming more and more commonplace, as it should. But there was a time where corporations and the business world, the empires, were run only by men, and women took dictation and watered the houseplants and made coffee. Not that those things are bad, but they weren't high paying, and it's certainly not real terribly influential, although I do think making a good cup of coffee is very valuable. So this week we're talking about Mary Kay Ash. And if you're not familiar with her, I would strongly encourage you to Google, look up Mary Kay Ash, Mary Kay Cosmetics. Now there's actually two movies that were made about her. Now one that she made in, I believe it was 1977, called It's a Way of Life. And it's actually a documentary, I believe she made it, about how her company works and about her. That's 1977. Then there's one that was made more recently in 2002 called Hell on Wheels, The Battle of Mary Kay. And that one is far more entertaining and talks about the challenges that she experienced developing her empire. So this week, the word that I'm using as our power word is undaunted. Mary Kay was most certainly undaunted. Here's a couple tidbits of facts. Mary Kay Ash founded Mary Kay Cosmetics in Dallas, Texas in 1963 with $5,000. And her son, Richard Rogers, was her partner. She learned how to do direct sales throughout the course of her career. She became very good at it, and she wanted to teach other women how to do that. After 25 years successful in her career, she, in direct sales, where she had been frequently passed over in promotions, she retired in that year, 1963, and she wanted to write a book for women, but she ended up designing a business plan. And then in September, she opened a storefront where she used house parties, which we know of all the time now, where she was demonstrating her skincare products and inviting women to participate and also begin with their own business promoting skincare. Then she used the pink Cadillacs, which we started with, as a motivator and a symbol of success. And that was in 1969. Her philosophy in business was God first, family second, and career third. Again, if you remember that women were not allowed even to have their own credit cards until 1970 something. And women couldn't have their own checking account without their husband's signature. It's, it's pretty severe. It's not that long ago. So by the time 2001, when she passed, the company was global. It was a multi-billion-dollar company with millions of consultants. The headquarters is still in Texas, and they do a lot in cancer research, and they help with aid for domestic abuse survivors. So in 1963, as we said, with $5,000, she was a native of Hot Wells, Texas. She started her own company. It was direct sales. She had actually started with Stanley Home Products in 1938. She was making enough money that she and her first husband were able to move out of her mother's house. She actually was taking pre-med classes at the University of Houston, and her husband left her. 3 weeks later, she attended the company's annual convention, and she saw something called the Queen of Sales. And the Queen of Sales won an alligator handbag. And so this inspired her to become really good at sales. She was awarded only a trophy for the next year, but then she did get an alligator briefcase with her initials in gold on it. So as a single mother, direct sales really helped her with her schedule. And then she enlisted the help of her 3 kids to pack products. And she began working full-time for Stanley until she branched off onto her own company. Mary Kay is someone that, when you read about her stories and all of the flack she got, it's really amazing. She didn't become very embittered because she was very talented and she knew her stuff very well. I believe there's one story, this could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure there was one story where a young man that she trained, she taught him everything. He actually ended up becoming her boss and making a lot of money. And it was like, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this picture. So I would encourage you, as soon as you can, look up Mary Kay Cosmetics, and either watch the movie from 2002, or just read about Mary Kay. There's many books about Mary Kay. But when she passed in 2001, she had an international company that was worth billions of dollars. And she went into, in different countries, there were pink Honda Civics, for example, in Brazil, pink Mercedes-Benz in China, and convertibles in Australia, and pink Fords in Russia. So she was very flexible in rewarding excellent performance for women who are quite determined to make their mark. And it's a multi-billion-dollar company today. And thank you, Mary Kay, for pioneering corporation life and direct sales empire for mostly women. So this week, Undaunted, Mary Kay Cosmetics. Bob Hope, my favorite funny guy, said, I've been to almost as many countries as my luggage has. Thank you, Bob. So Mary Kay, Undaunted, and there was no stopping Mary Kay. So hopefully, no, absolutely, you and I are the same way. We want to be undaunted, unstoppable, and continue building a life that we love and pursuing our dreams because we're worth it. Have a great night. week, and I'll see you in a few days. This is episode 80. I'll see you at 81. Bye. Hey, thanks for joining me this week. I look forward to being with you every week. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, please email me at coachlindy@lindyhutchinson.com. My name is spelled Lyndi, so it's Coach Lindy, Lyndi, at Lindy Hutchinson, LYNDIHUTCHINSON.com. I value what your input is, and I'm always open up for suggestions and ideas. If you will like and or subscribe to this podcast, that would be wonderful. I appreciate it. And I enjoy anything that you might want to send in, or if you would like some more information about coaching, send me an email and I will get back with you, and we'll talk about how you can create your best life. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.